Hello, everybody. This is Tyler Vorseth here. I have a cold. Hopefully, I'm at the end of it, but oh well. So today we are going over high security compound. High security compound. You start out at sunset in a room with a sink, a bed, and a grated window behind you. Has green lasers. The green lasers open the door in front of you, which has a guard, an MP guard with a baton that will beat you up. There is a huge problem with this level. All your weapons, ammo, med packs, and save crystals have been stolen from you. We were smart in choosing Nevada after India because we will get ammo and weapons back. Every weapon back and a comparable portion of our ammo back. But it will be a slow and painful process where we have to conserve. Every room has a bed, a toilet, a sink, a grated window, and yellow tinted lights up above. There are columns that hold up the second level, lights that illuminate platforms, shutters everywhere, some electric panels on the ceiling near archways of lights, which is near a ceiling of black glass. There are railings on the second floor and also on some of the steps below. On the east side, you have doors 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the west side, you have doors 5, 6, 7, 8. You exit out of door 1, and by doing so, you open door 8. On the east side, you have a button that opens doors 3 and 4. Door 3 contains a prisoner as well as door 4. The button by door 2 opens door 2 with a prisoner. The button by door 7 opens door 7 with no prisoner and closes door 1. The button by door 6 opens doors 5 and 6 and a prisoner in door 5. You go to door 8, jump above the sink to reach an opening. Push an M12 metal block till you have a crawl space on your left, which leads you to a block. Which leads you to a block on the west. Then you push one space, then you push a block to your north. 2 spaces, then you pull the west block back 2 spaces. This allows you to go to the crawl space behind you and get behind the west block to get the first secret, which is a small med pack. You pull the north block back 1 space and then grab the block platform up above and pull up. You have no flares or weapons to illuminate the areas ahead, which are covered in pitch blackness. You walk on a platform in the dark until you hit an edge. Then you do a running long jump and grab to clear a slope that has barbed wire that leads into a pit in which you take damage. Then you arrive in the light where you have barbed wire bordering a large trapdoor. You go to the far end, next to the barbed wire, pull a flip switch to the red color, which opens the trapdoor. There isn't any scenery that stands out yet because everything looks the same. You have types of metal grating, brown platforms and walls, and the desert is outside. You go on the ladder on the left side of the trapdoor, shimmy to the left to fall at a safe platform when you see a green background. The bottom of the pit is barbed as a barbed area. The green hallway has a trapdoor in the middle of the hallway that leads to an exposed area where you could get shot. Or you could get shot. You eventually arrive at an area that is illuminated, has a purple ceiling, black walls, and a lit up ugly green biome floor, which has a trapdoor leading directly to a glass area with a flip switch. The flip switch is on the green side of the glass, which has a radar on a holographic panel and opens the iron gate, letting the prisoners come in and beat up a guard with an assault rifle. You go to the red part of the glass area and hide while the guard is being put down. The glass has some geometric patterns. There is a yellow hallway next to you that leads to a jumping monkey door, and 2 of these doors next to each other switch happy and sad face depending on the direction that you look. The guard leaves shotgun shells in a key card type A, which you insert into the card slot, which opens the next iron gate in Bay C to Bay D. There is a cafeteria that has benches and tables, some blood on the walls, lights that illuminate the tables, and an iron gate window that hides the kitchen. You go to a door by a button, go through the bathroom, which has sinks, stalls, urinals, and toilet paper. You press another button, go through the door, move a block around a column, and all the way to a hole in the ceiling. In the ceiling area, you jump over a pump, turn the corner, pull the flip switch, and go back into the block room, which is now flooded. You find a hole to surface and get up into a dark hallway which leads to a trapdoor at the end, which leads to on stoves. So you want to jump over the trapdoor for now, around the corner, and go into a long, narrow path. We do a long running jump across the chasm, and another one across another chasm. Then we go to the end, find a trapdoor to bay E. Bay C, go to the yellow part to find a button that turns off the stoves. By the glass, there is a button that opens the door to get back to the Bay C main hallways. You go back to the red part to jump up through the trapdoor, over the two gaps in the narrow path, then back to a red room with lights and the trapdoor that leads down to the kitchen. In the kitchen, there are some soups. Near the grate is a small med pack. Behind you is a fan, a sand crystal behind that, and two grates. One on either side of a fan that lift up. We go in the door area right by the cafeteria that has a button that allows us to go to a green room, a door leading to the cafeteria. You want to press the cafeteria door button first, then the green room button next, because the guy with the baton will come out, and you want a prisoner to take him out, and he has the small med pack. When the button is pushed, it will have an impression and two red lights on the sides. When a flip switch is on, it will be in the down position. You go back to the green room, push a button, and the grate's raised by the fan. You vault on top of the slope into the fans where you have to maneuver between two fans, get the same crystal, slide down, jump and grab the crevice, shimmy all the way to the left, drop onto a slope, jump over the pit of barbed wire to a platform, climb it up into a crawl space, go forward and to the left, and eventually you will find a way out to a ladder. You climb the ladder, shimmy to the left, shimmy to the left until you can stand, and a prisoner will push a button to open a trap door in the grate above. You get up the ladder to get up to a climbable slope and go down a hallway. The fan area has one fan in front and two on either side behind it. The crawl space is pitch black and you don't have flares, so you feel it out. I believe you get flares before the ladder. The prisoner is stuck next to the button. You are in Bay E now. You find a climbable grate wall to a green hallway that has a small med pack right next to you. You go through the hallway to an area outdoors with a door that is locked, green trigger laser wires underneath the turret, and the guard with the baton chasing you. You go to the area that has steps leading down to a hallway that has a button which opens the door that has a prisoner, which must kill the guard for you to get keycard type B. This prisoner's bed is an actual king-size mattress. The grated window at the end of the hallway shows us a room with a big satellite dish. You go back up the steps all the way to the locked door, insert the key card, go in, get a large med pack, press the button to deactivate the lasers, then you go beyond. You reach a pit, which you go down a ladder, then you reach a hallway within a trench, go to the end and press the button to open the prior area with the previous prisoner, and then another button to unlock 2 more prisoners. They kill the guard, which leaves you with the yellow screw, which is the yellow security pass. You get out of the trench, go near a floor that has lasers, a missile launcher that moves, and an electronic device that when taken the screw will go from red to green color and open the door. You get to a small hallway that is next to a military jet that is lit up over time. You continue through the hallway to a yellow area, crawl all the way until you get to a point where you drop. Then you crawl over to the flip switch that activates the red lasers and opens the door. You have to jump over the lasers and get through the door through a hallway. And you kill a guard with the lasers. You follow the hallway to the column with the satellite dish, go up the steps, find a hole in the wall that you have to jump to get through. You go down the hallway to a trap door which leads you down to a control room which has a button that moves the satellite dish. You are at base C when you go up the steps and down the hole that the satellite dish was hiding. You fall down the hole and eventually reach water, where you swim down, fight the current, go to the closed side of the center tank, and surface. You find a platform you could get upon, then you jump to a triangular platform, then do a running long jump to another triangular platform, then jump to an alcove in the metal. The alcove leads to a circuit board crawl space, which leads to a hallway on the right that leads to a hallway which leads to a graded barrier, and a flip switch that opens the door by the graded barrier. You get out of the hallway through the circuit board crawl space, through the water to an underwater hallway that leads to a small med pack and a place where you can stand up before a crawl space. You go through the circuit board crawl space, avoid a guard, go through the hallway to the gate barrier, and you find a button that can shut the door. You know that doors could kill guards as shown near the cafeteria area, but you want to leave the door open and just go up the ladder next to the button. You get up the ladder, go through a hallway, and you go onto the ground floor of the column with the satellite room. You pass this area while falling through the hole. You go around the column till you find a ladder on the wall, which leads to a hallway, a steel guard, and a path behind him, which leads to a circuit board crawl space we climb into to retrieve the yellow access key, which is a screw. We go back down the ladder, around the column to a hallway, down the ladder, move to the right side where a ladder and a screw machine is. You put the screw in, and the grate covers the fan in the center tank interior. So it is now safe to get inside the tank, and you go up the ladder, dive into the water, go into the tank, and get a save crystal. You go down an underwater tunnel to some ramp tunnels until you get to a crawl space underwater which has flares. Then you keep going to an underwater lever that opens a door, and you get a small med pack. Then you surface into a yellow room. You jump over yellow lasers that go from bottom of the pool to the lower's waist, and they also come in a series of vertical lines. Green lasers are trigger lasers. If you go through them, usually a turret fires at you. Yellow lasers are damaging lasers that take some health away. If you cross red tripwire lasers, they are deadly and kill you on contact. Green lasers can be horizontal or vertical. Yellow lasers usually damage except for one. Red tripwire lasers you want to avoid activating usually. You get up on a platform, jump over the lasers, and get into a pool, which leads to an underwater tunnel that leads to a circuit board area with a crawl space that leads out. You go from Bay C to Bay D, I believe, but you will find one prisoner standing by the grated door with a screw lock. You get up a block near the crawl space to an area that has a button near a door and a turret ready to fire. You push the button, go through the door, get the Desert Eagle with Desert Eagle clips, the pistols, and a large med pack. Green trigger wires are right by the door, but you sidestep. But you sidestep carefully to go along the wall behind the green lasers, pull up, and you don't trigger the turret at all. Turrets will automatically fire at you if you trigger green lasers. It will also fire at you if you try to shoot them. You backtrack all the way to the hallway where you avoided the guard, kill him with 2 shots of the Desert Eagle, then go up the ladder to the hallway where you snuck behind a guard to go up into the crawl space to get a yellow screw. You kill him, take the key card type B, insert it near the door, and go to a hallway that has the grenade launcher. Prisoner and guard fights, if they are on equal elevation, will be quick. If not, they will dance around each other until they stop climbing. The prisoner is very powerful. It can take down the guards with guns. Sometimes the guards will win, and your chances of getting the key items are down to 0%, but usually the prisoner takes out the guards. Guards are in different tiers. You have guards that are unarmed and take 1 Desert Eagle shot, guards that have batons that take 2 Desert Eagle shots, guards with assault rifles that take 3 Desert Eagle shots, and the Spec Ops guards that have laser sights on their assault rifles that also take 3 Desert Eagle shots. Once you get the second secret, you backtrack all the way to the crawl space near the circuit board area and move to your right. You take out a guard with an assault rifle in the hallway ramp. Then you have another hallway ramp that leads to an outdoor area. You deal with an assault rifle guy on the ramp and another in the open area and another near a ladder. If one of the guys presses a button near the door, then an assault rifle guard and his German Shepherd will come out. You need to kill all these guys with the Desert Eagle. The door area contains a large med pack, so you go to where one of the guards lay because you dropped the blue security pass. Which is another screw. You go up the ladder to go to a hallway, shove the blue access key into his blue security pass into a screw lock to open the door, which has 2 buttons and an unarmed guard. The button farthest away from you opens the iron gate below, which has a dog and an assault rifle guard coming from the desert. The button closest to you pushes one of the blocks along the conveyor belts to help you climb up a ladder to get to the second level. You get up to the second level and climb a graded ceiling all the way to the end, where a small med pack is. Then you go back and go to the left side to a platform with a step railing and an opening to the roof level, while avoiding a claw that goes back and forth at the end of the grating ceiling. This is a tan, fatter version of the Hooks and Tomb Raider 2's diving area. You get up to the roof and kill the guy with the assault rifle before he goes on the yellow tripwire in the middle of the roof. He contains the yellow security pass, which is another screw, and the roof in the distance contains a safe crystal. You go back safely down the ladder to the screw lock by the gate, open it, and go to Bay X with your prisoner friend. You want to befriend prisoners at these 2 levels, otherwise they will gang up on you and kill you quickly. We go through the hallway to an open area with a truck and storage place to the right and an open area to the left. There's a guard with an assault rifle in the open area on the left. There's also a metal truck having a container at the end. You go through the storage area, get rid of a guard with the assault rifle, get Desert Eagle clips in a hole in the boxes. You pull a block to reveal a small hallway to a double pickup which contains grenades and Uzi clips. You then go into the truck where you enter a cutscene of two guards closing the doors of the truck. You hiding behind a box, then sitting on that box with your alcoholic beverage, drinking it up while the truck jerks to life, dropping its boxes off at Area 51. The sunset is the background. The skybox is a dark orange circle, then light orange to the background, which has scattered clouds, orange to red to dark red color, going top to bottom. Rank is awesome. Rating is 9. Reasons: nothing impressive happens. The level picks up when you get to the area with the fans, but for me it picked up when you were in the satellite dish column room. You start off with no weapons, but use the prisoners, break out, get to new areas, and go to the final truck. I love the idea that you have to rely on the prisoners to survive the guards and get key items. The AI fight between the guards and prisoners could have been ironed out a little more, but as it stands, they are pretty good. The guns are introduced at a point that is late in the level, which adds to the tone of the level, and when you need them to get a second secret. Backtracking is never annoying because you go through the interesting paths to loop into places. And going to get the second secret requires you to backtrack through the situation of shooting prior guards. Key locks, screw locks, flip switches, and buttons are interesting ways to traverse through doors. I like how the end goal is to just get in a truck after all the hallways, underwater tunnels, computer rooms, and all the guards. Yeah, so that is high security compound. I gave it a 9, but I switched it to an 8.7 afterwards because it's not like the level of an atmospheric level that I think it is. It is a little bit less than that. Anyway, yeah, I'm still sick, so. I hope you enjoyed this review. I will see you next time. This is Tyler Voices out. Bye.